You may not realize it yet, but you are standing in a moment that is about to shift the entire direction of your life. Something is moving around you, something greater than your understanding, something deeper than what your eyes can see, something louder than every fear that has tried to silence you. And if you pay close attention, if you quiet the noise inside you for just a moment, you will feel it. The unmistakable pull of God preparing something that is going to move you to tears. Not tears of pain, tears of relief, tears of breakthrough, tears of finally seeing the promise emerge after years of waiting, fighting, believing, and holding on when everything around you tried to convince you to let go. God's timing is about to make you cry, and for the first time in a long time, those tears will feel like hope washing over your soul. I want you to understand something deeply, something many people forget in their darkest moments. When God prepares to release something in your life, He disrupts your rhythm first. He unsettles what you thought was stable. He shakes what you thought was secure. He stretches what you thought was already stretched enough. And He does it because the blessing He is preparing for you requires more space than the life you are currently living. You are not being broken, you are being expanded. Every delay has been stretching you. Every disappointment has been shaping you. Every closed door has been preparing you. Every long night has been positioning you. And even though you didn't understand it, even though you asked God, why now, why this, why me? God was gently whispering back, because I am preparing you for what your strength alone could never carry. There are moments when God will hold you in a waiting season, not to punish you, but to protect you. You may think you are ready. You may feel you have learned enough, endured enough, prayed enough, cried enough, but God sees what is ahead. God sees the weight of the blessing you cannot yet comprehend. God sees the spiritual responsibility tied to the gift. God sees the character that must be built before the promise arrives. And sometimes the waiting season is not about the blessing at all. It is about who you become while you wait for it. God is shaping a version of you that can stand in rooms you once feared, walk through doors you once doubted, and carry blessings you once prayed for without collapsing under their weight. You must understand this. When God delays something, it is never denial. When God slows something down, it is never rejection. When God pauses something, it is never because He forgot you. The world may overlook you. People may ignore you. Opportunities may pass you by. But God does not forget a heart that trusts Him. God does not forget a person who chooses faith over fear. God does not forget a soul that calls on Him even when they don't understand the season they're walking through. Every prayer you whispered, God heard it. Every tear that fell secretly at night, God saw it. Every time you forced yourself to believe when you were tired of believing, God recorded it. You are not unseen. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. God has been preparing a moment so divine, so precise, so perfectly aligned with your destiny that when it arrives, it will overwhelm you. There will come a day, sooner than you think, when you will look back at every delay, every hardship, every closed door, and you will thank God for not giving you what you begged for too soon. You will realize that if God had answered you earlier, you would not have been prepared for the magnitude of what He is about to release. The blessing would have crushed you instead of elevating you. The opportunity would have overwhelmed you instead of empowering you. The relationship you prayed for would have drained you instead of growing you. God does not work on your schedule. He works according to the perfect alignment of His divine wisdom. And when His timing arrives, it carries a level of peace you cannot describe, a level of clarity you cannot deny, and a level of joy that will leave you speechless. Right now, in this very moment, God is arranging things in ways you cannot see. Someone's heart is being softened, a door is being prepared, a path is being cleared, a decision is being made in your favor, an opportunity is being set aside with your name on it. You may think nothing is moving, but in the unseen world, everything is shifting. God works in silence before He works in public. God builds in private before He reveals in the open. And the reason you feel so much pressure right now, the reason you feel so much stretching, the reason you feel so much spiritual intensity is because something is about to break open for you. Sometimes breakthroughs feel like breakdowns at first. Sometimes blessings feel like spiritual warfare before they manifest. Sometimes answered prayers feel like storms before they turn into peace. And that is why you must not misread your season. You may think the pressure means you're losing, but spiritually, it means you're closer than ever. You may think the silence means God is distant, but spiritually, it means He is working on something delicate, something precise, something too powerful to reveal prematurely. You may think the shaking means everything is falling apart, but spiritually, it means everything that is not part of your calling is being removed from your path. Nothing is falling apart. Everything is falling into place under the careful hands of God. What you are feeling right now, that restlessness inside your soul, that stirring in your spirit, that yearning you can't even explain, is not anxiety. It is alignment. It is God preparing your heart for what your mind cannot yet comprehend. It is God signaling to you that a divine moment is approaching. And when that moment arrives, when God opens the door, when God shifts the situation, when God releases the blessing, there will be no confusion. You will know instantly that it was God. You will know instantly that no person could have orchestrated it. You will know instantly that no human hand could have aligned it. It will feel too perfect, too precise, too meaningful, too powerful to be anything less than the direct timing of God. There are seasons in life when God does things so suddenly that it leaves you breathless. Years of waiting can be overturned in a moment. Long periods of silence can transform into breakthroughs within hours. Doors that were shut for a decade can swing open in a day. And the reason it happens so suddenly is because God is not restricted by time. God is not limited by circumstances. God is not hindered by human logic. When God decides it is your moment, nothing on earth can block it. Not people, not circumstances, not delays, not fear, not doubt. When God says it is time, everything must shift. But before that moment comes, God tests something deeper than your patience. God tests your trust. You see, patience is about waiting. Trust is about surrendering. And there is a difference. Anyone can wait, but very few can surrender while they wait. Very few can trust when nothing makes sense. Very few can stay faithful when doors keep closing. Very few can keep believing when the situation looks impossible. But when God finds someone who trusts Him deeply, someone who stands firm even when they have every reason to break, someone who stays grounded even when the ground beneath them shakes, God releases blessings that no one else can understand. Your trust in God is about to be rewarded. The season you are entering is not an ordinary season. It is a divine season. A season where things you thought were dead will suddenly show signs of life. A season where prayers you thought were forgotten will suddenly be answered. A season where opportunities you stopped expecting will suddenly appear. A season where God will place you in positions you never imagined. And when it happens, it will not just change your circumstances, it will change you. It will change how you see yourself. It will change how you see life. It will change how you see God's hand in your journey. God's timing is perfect even when it feels painful. God's timing is strategic even when it feels confusing. God's timing is protective even when it feels restrictive. God's timing is intentional even when it feels like nothing is happening. And when the breakthrough finally arrives, the weight of everything you survived will hit you all at once. You won't cry because you are sad. You will cry because you finally see the purpose behind the pain. You will cry because you will realize God never left you. You will cry because every tear, every setback, every lonely night, every disappointment was building toward this moment. And the moment God releases what belongs to you, you will feel something inside you shift forever. There is a reason God took His time with you. You are not receiving a small blessing, you are receiving something life-changing. You are receiving something that will impact the people connected to you, something that will shift your family's future, something that will elevate you spiritually, something that will expand your influence, something that will break generational patterns, something that will rewrite your story. God has been preparing you not just for a blessing, but for a transformation. And transformations take time. Do not underestimate what God is about to do. The same God who carried you through what should have destroyed is about to elevate you into what you never believed was possible. The same God who lifted you out of moments you thought you would never recover from is about to lift you into opportunities you once believed were out of reach. The same God who strengthened you during seasons of isolation is about to surround you with the right people, the right support, the right environment, the right path. The same God who kept your mind stable through storms is about to fill your days with a peace so deep it will shock everyone who watched you struggle. There are blessings that come quietly, and then there are blessings that make you drop to your knees. Blessings that overpower you with gratitude. Blessings that leave you speechless. Blessings that make you realize how deeply God loves you. And the blessing you are stepping into is one of those blessings. You will remember this season for the rest of your life, not because of the pain you endured, but because of the glory God is about to reveal. What is coming will make sense of what was breaking you. What is coming will explain why God made you wait. What is coming will prove that nothing was wasted, nothing was pointless, nothing was random. All of it was divinely connected. Even in moments when you felt abandoned, God was closer than your own breath. Even when you felt forgotten, God was watching every step. Even when you felt unworthy, God saw your value. Even when you felt lost, God was guiding you. And now that the time has come for Him to release what He has been preparing, you will see that He never operated on your schedule. He operated on your destiny. Your tears are about to turn into testimony. Your struggle is about to turn into strength. Your waiting is about to turn into wisdom. Your pain is about to turn into purpose. And your faith is about to be rewarded in a way that will leave you overwhelmed. You must understand that God's timing is not just a schedule, it is a strategy. Every detail of your life, every encounter, every tear, every silent prayer, every unanswered question has been carefully arranged by a power far beyond human comprehension. What you are enduring now, the heaviness you feel, the isolation, the frustration, the uncertainty, they are not signs of neglect. They are signals that God is orchestrating a plan so meticulous, so precise, that if it were revealed prematurely, it could never fulfill its full purpose. God works in layers. He prepares the foundation before the walls. He strengthens the roots before the tree bears fruit. He sharpens the soul before the victory manifests. And when it is revealed, when the moment finally comes, it will be so undeniably perfect that you will see the fingerprints of God everywhere. Some of you are waiting for breakthroughs in your career, in your finances, in your relationships, or in your personal life. And yet, the very thing that frustrates you the most, the waiting, the struggle, the uncertainty, is the very instrument God is using to refine you. Patience is not passive. Faith is not passive. You are being molded into a vessel strong enough to carry what God is about to release. You are being prepared not just to receive, but to steward, to honor, and to maximize what will soon belong to you. And let me tell you, when God's timing arrives, it will make you cry, not because it is painful, but because it will be overwhelmingly good, overwhelmingly right, overwhelmingly destined. Do not fall into the trap of comparing your journey to someone else's. The world is obsessed with speed, with timelines, with immediate results. But God's work is never rushed. God's work is never sloppy. God's work is always perfect, always purposeful, always aligned with your true destiny. That delay you despise, that closed door you resent, that unanswered prayer you are tired of waiting on, they are all part of a divine narrative that only God fully understands. What He is building in your life requires more than your understanding. It requires obedience, trust, and a surrender that goes beyond what you can see. And when that narrative unfolds, the tears you shed during the waiting will become the tears of triumph. Understand this, God's timing will often appear inconvenient, uncomfortable, and unpredictable. He may place you in seasons that feel lonely, that feel hopeless, that feel like nothing is working. But these are the seasons where your faith is being tested at its deepest level. These are the seasons where God is measuring the strength of your heart, the depth of your trust, and the courage of your convictions. The closer you are to a major breakthrough, the more intense the refining process becomes. Do not be discouraged. Do not be disillusioned. Do not allow your emotions to dictate your perception of God's plan. God's timing is always on time, and His plan is always beyond what you can imagine. Let me speak plainly. God will never give you what you are not ready to receive. Blessings in advance can become burdens. Rewards before readiness can become traps. Promotions before preparation can collapse under the weight of your unpreparedness. That is why your current challenges are not obstacles, they are opportunities. Opportunities to strengthen your patience, opportunities to deepen your faith, opportunities to refine your character, opportunities to fortify your heart. And when God finally moves, it will not just be a blessing, it will be a testament of divine wisdom, of perfect timing, of a power so majestic that your soul will tremble in awe. You must also realize that God's timing often works through people, circumstances, and doors that you cannot see. Someone you need to meet, a connection you need to make, an opportunity you need to encounter. These are being lined up even while you sleep. The universe appears chaotic, but in the spiritual realm, it is perfectly ordered. Nothing is random. Nothing is coincidental. Every event, every encounter, every twist in your journey is calculated by God's hand to bring you to the exact place you are meant to be. And when that day comes, the convergence of all these hidden preparations will overwhelm you. It will feel like destiny itself has descended upon your life. That is when the tears will come. Tears of clarity, tears of joy, tears of divine revelation. It is also critical that you guard your heart during the waiting period. Desperation, doubt, fear, they are tools the enemy uses to cloud your perception of God's timing. The world will attempt to convince you that you have been forgotten, that God has overlooked, that your moment will never come. Do not believe it. Your moment is already written. Your breakthrough is already secured. Your destiny is already guaranteed. But it is contingent upon your ability to remain faithful while the world sees only delay. Every time you resist discouragement, every time you choose hope over despair, every time you decide to trust instead of panicking, you are cooperating with God's timing. You are participating in the miracle before it is even revealed. You may ask yourself, why does God make me wait? Why does He allow me to struggle? Why does He test me with delays? I tell you this because the blessing you seek is worth more than what you currently are. God's timing is a filter. It separates those who are willing to endure from those who are easily swayed. It separates those who will remain committed to their faith from those who abandon hope when faced with adversity. And when God finally delivers, it will not just be a reward, it will be a recognition of your steadfastness, a testimony of your endurance, a monument to your unwavering trust. Those tears you are about to cry will not be tears of frustration. They will be tears of divine confirmation. Some of you are afraid that your prayers will never be answered. Some of you are fearful that your season of struggle will never end. Some of you are doubtful that your moment of breakthrough is real. Listen carefully. Fear has no power where faith resides. Doubt cannot thrive where trust in God is established, and uncertainty cannot hold sway where obedience is alive. God's timing is not random. God's timing is intentional. God's timing is unstoppable. It will arrive at exactly the right moment, in exactly the right way, and through exactly the right means. And when it does, you will see the invisible become visible, the impossible become possible, and the miraculous become reality. Every struggle, every heartbreak, every delay has been a spiritual rehearsal for what is about to unfold. You are being trained in the unseen realm to handle the seen realm. You are being equipped spiritually, emotionally, and mentally to manage the greatness that is coming. That is why God allows seasons of testing. They are not punishments, but preparations. They are not setbacks, but setups. And they are not wasted moments. They are investments in your future, dividends of your faith, treasures of your obedience. When God finally acts, it will be like a flood breaking through a dam. It will be unstoppable, overwhelming, and undeniable. And you will cry, not because it is too much, but because it is exactly right. You must also know that God's timing often calls for patience beyond human comprehension. Waiting is not passive, it is active faith. It is not idleness, it is intentional endurance. It is not despair, it is expectation anchored in trust. While you wait, God is at work, aligning the people, shaping the circumstances, and orchestrating the perfect moment. And even when everything appears stagnant, even when every visible sign says nothing is happening, God is moving. He is maneuvering behind the scenes, preparing every detail, eliminating every obstacle, and ensuring that when the breakthrough arrives, it is flawless, unstoppable, and life-altering. The tears you are about to shed will carry more meaning than you can imagine. They will be the evidence of faith that refused to bow under pressure. They will be the mark of patience that endured despite hopelessness. They will be the proof that your trust in God was never in vain. Every prayer that went unanswered, every night you spent wondering if you would ever see the light, every moment you felt abandoned, those are the moments that make the impact of God's timing so profound. When it arrives, it will not just be good, it will be transformative. It will not just meet your needs, it will exceed your imagination. It will not just answer your prayers, it will redefine your destiny. God's timing is a revelation that often comes wrapped in the unexpected. Sometimes He uses circumstances you never anticipated, people you never expected, and opportunities you never sought. He surprises us because human planning cannot contain divine wisdom. You may have been preparing one path, but God is preparing a greater one. You may have been waiting for one answer, but God is about to give you a far better answer. You may have thought you were enduring the end, but you are actually standing on the threshold of the beginning. And when it happens, when the unseen becomes seen, when the promise is revealed, when the doors finally open, your tears will not be of sorrow, they will be of overwhelming joy, recognition, and gratitude. God's timing is also a test of your readiness. The more powerful the blessing, the greater the refining process. The more monumental the breakthrough, the deeper the preparation required. You will find that the blessing is not just in what you receive, but in who you become in the process of receiving it. The growth, the wisdom, the endurance, the faith, the character, all of these are cultivated in the waiting. God does not just give, He shapes. He does not just answer, He perfects. He does not just bless, He transforms. And that is why your tears are not a sign of defeat. They are the evidence of preparation, of spiritual alignment, of divine orchestration that will soon reveal something far greater than you can imagine now. As you stand at the edge of this moment, I want you to feel the weight of what I am saying, not as words, but as truth that pierces your spirit. God is calling you to awaken, to recognize the season you are in, to see the preparation in every challenge, the purpose in every delay, the growth in every struggle. Do not waste another second questioning why you are waiting. Do not squander another breath doubting the hand that is guiding you. God's timing is perfect, and it is designed to draw out the best version of you, the version that is ready to step into greatness, to embrace destiny, to fulfill the calling that only you can fulfill. Look inside yourself right now and ask, Am I ready to trust beyond what I can see? Am I willing to surrender fully, to let God shape me, refine me, stretch me, and use me for the purpose I was created for? The tears you have shed, the nights you have cried, the prayers you whispered in silence, they were never in vain. They have been the seeds of strength, the fuel for faith, the currency for your breakthrough. And God is saying that the moment you have been waiting for is near, that what you have believed in quietly, passionately, and faithfully is about to manifest in ways that will overwhelm your soul with awe. I challenge you now to rise above doubt, above fear, above the voices that say you are not enough. Walk boldly into the unseen, for it is in the unseen that God is already working. Walk faithfully through the waiting, for it is in the waiting that God is preparing your victory. Walk purposefully with your eyes fixed on God, for it is in walking with Him that every step aligns with destiny. This is your moment of awakening. This is your invitation to stand taller, to believe stronger, to pray deeper, and to trust wider than ever before. Let the tears you are about to shed be the tears of release, of recognition, of revelation. Let them remind you that God has never abandoned you, never overlooked you, never forgotten the depth of your heart. Let them fuel your faith, ignite your courage, and open the doors of your destiny. Walk from this place with a heart unshaken, a soul unshaken, and a spirit unshaken, knowing that God is already ahead of you, orchestrating every detail, aligning every step, and preparing a future so extraordinary that when it arrives, your entire life will declare the power, the wisdom, and the glory of God. This is your moment to awaken to the truth that God's timing is perfect, that His purpose is unshakable, and that your destiny is secure. Choose faith, choose obedience, choose trust. And when God moves, you will not just witness a miracle, you will live it. You will experience it. You will be transformed by it. Let this be the defining moment of your life, the turning point where you rise, where you embrace the fullness of your calling, and where you walk hand in hand with the God who has never stopped working for you, even when you could not see it. Stand now in faith. Rise now in courage, and let God's timing make you cry, for those tears are the birth of your breakthrough, the testimony of your endurance, and the celebration of your destiny fulfilled.